The Sega Dreamcast. Discontinued after just 18 months, I'm here today to talk to you guys about my top 5 most expensive games in my Dreamcast collection. So sit back, relax, and let's take a look. So starting off the countdown at number 5, we've got Capcom versus SNK. A completed box copy is going to run you about $85. That's disc, manual, and cover art. And a loose disc is going to run you just under $62. Alright, so this game was released November of 2000 and August of 2000 for the arcade. I'm not big of a fighting game fan. I'm not too good at them. If I had to pick a fighting game, it would actually be Tekken over on the PlayStation, Tekken 3 to be specific. But as you can see, there's a lot of characters to pick from. Now, honestly, I don't have much to say about this game. Honestly, I've only played it for a few minutes, and that was to capture the footage you see on screen. Prior to that, I had played it for maybe a half hour or so. One thing I am gonna point out are all the fight stages in the game. I'm really digging them. I really like the fire in the background here. It looks really cool. And yes, Blanca is my favorite character in the game. As you see, I was kicking butt. Not bad. Alright guys, at number 4 we have Dynamite Cop. A complete in-box copy is going to run you about $90. Now I do believe this is a sequel to Die Hard Arcade released on the Sega Saturn, except this was released without that Die Hard license. Either way, it's a phenomenal game, tons and tons of fun. If you're into those arcade shoot 'em up, beat 'em up games, you're gonna be right at home. Phenomenal game. Plus, I mean, look at that cover art. I mean, if that doesn't scream 90s beat 'em up arcade fun, I mean, I don't know what does. Seriously. And one more thing, look at this bad guy. Does he not look like Scott Steiner's twin brother? I mean, seriously, what more could you ask for? Alright, so coming in at number 3, we have Egg, Elemental Gimmick Gear. This one is definitely going to run you well over $100. So what's the game about? Basically, they find a man sleeping inside a machine inside of a cave. They have no idea where he came from or who he is. They find out that the machine is over 5,000 years old, blah 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 blah. I'm not gonna bore you guys with the plot. This one definitely is one of the more obscure and uncommon games on the Dreamcast. I really like the art style in this one. It is very unique. Most of the game is a view from up top, except for boss battles, they are in 3D. Now, if you're going for a complete US Dreamcast library, you are gonna have to pick this one up. And I'd suggest pick it up sooner rather than later, as this one was never released anywhere else. You can only find it on the Dreamcast. Alright, coming in at number 2, we have Resident Evil 2, one of my favorite games of all time. A complete in-box copy is going to run you a little more than $140. Now, what more could I say about this game that hasn't already been said? This game is truly a masterpiece. It looks great on the Dreamcast. Now, one thing that I found out capturing the footage is that the game would not load into the gun and ammo shop where the owner gets killed. So I'll probably have to get the disc resurfaced and just hope that that works. Now, I've heard that resurfacing Dreamcast games isn't the best idea, so we'll see. Alright guys, and finally at number 1 we have D2 at almost $160 for a complete in-box copy. It might be better to just emulate this one. Alright, so a 4-disc horror game. This one is, dare I say, rare. I have yet to see this one out in the wild or even at a retro game store. And here's a look at the back cover art. I don't think too many people have heard of this game and even less played it.
And I brought you
So
here.
what's this game about? Basically, your airplane got hit by a meteorite. She tells you that she's been taking care of you for a
Let's
couple
leave
of
for
days
2 days,
now.
you know.
She explains that it's been 10 days since the accident, but that she only found you
Just
two
keep
days
figuring it
ago.
out.
So that leaves 8 days that are unaccounted for as far as who was taking care of you, what you were up to, where you were. At which point one of the survivors walks in, but then starts turning into like this plant-like monster. He starts growing arms out of him. Kind of looks like a really evil version of Venusaur. So the woman who's been taking care of you, she grabs a shotgun, but then gets grabbed by the evil monster. Another survivor walks in, shotgun in hand, and just starts going to town on this thing. He eventually is able to drive it out of the cabin. Shooting in this game is pretty frustrating, so don't expect a great experience. Although killing monsters is always pretty satisfying, so there's that. I guess it's not bad. I love the splatter on the screen. That looks really cool. Well, there you have it, guys. My top 5 most expensive Dreamcast games in my collection. Do you have any of these? Are you on the hunt for any of them? Let me know down in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and take care. Peace.